Okay, we're live. I'll give YouTube a few minutes to let everybody know that we're here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon. This afternoon we're gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little quicker. I'm gonna be out in an hour because I'm tired. I've been popping popcorn all day. Also, I got about 20 things I'm trying to do, and get everybody in before Thanksgiving. So I am tired. So we're gonna make this within that hour time frame. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Appliance Boot Camp. We'll give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send the notifications out. Um, like I say, if you want to get in for that price, I've been working late at night getting all the stuff over. So definitely by the weekend, if everything will be transferred over, and that price is going up. Also, I want to let everybody know that the new video for the flipping appliance that should be out tomorrow. Also, the next video in the series. My plan is to do like a Black Friday sale of the appliances. So I have all the appliances repaired, and we're gonna. I'm planning on doing like a Black Friday sale or something like that to sell all the appliances. I got a couple of them already sold, believe it or not, but the rest of them I'm gonna do like a Black Friday sale, get all of them sold, so we can get that module completed. The next video in that series will be coming out tomorrow. Um, Tonight we're going to talk about something that I'm finding that I'm seeing a lot of. I get a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails from people um, having a hard time transitioning from being an employee to the employer. When you go from the employee to the employer, your mind still wants to think like an employee. A great book that I think everybody should read. This starting out in entrepreneurship. You need to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, so you can get your mind around how entrepreneurs think versus how how employees think. The emails and stuff that I'm getting is stuff that uh, that it's still like you asking permission. Uh, and the title of this show is going to be "It's Your Business," because it's your business, it's yours. So you gotta get your mind to thinking like this is your business. You're not you you don't wait for anybody to do anything in your business. A lot of times I hear people uh, going back to employees. I remember, and I still hear it to today. When somebody's looking for a job, they'll say, "Well, I sent my resume by Joe Blow, and I'm just waiting to hear back from for my interview." And they wouldn't do anything. They just sit and wait. And if Joe Blow then turn their resume in, or the job never called them, they still just sat there and waited and say, "I'm just waiting." A lot of people done this work trying to get jobs with the city or with the state, or with the federal government or post office. Lord knows the post office. People will go take these tests and go back and retake them, and they got somebody doing this and doing that. All of that they trying to wait and get into the door. Um, as entrepreneurs, we don't whatchamacallit, we don't wait on anybody. We go and we break the door down, or we build our own door. All we want to do, we if we can peep inside and see what you're doing, and if it look interesting, we're gonna push our way in there. We're not gonna wait for anybody. We're not gonna ask for no permission. As entrepreneurs, that's the way you have to think. I get emails from people, uh, like for instance, I don't probably got 20 or 30 of these emails where somebody say, "I really need to talk to you. Can I get your phone number?" And at first, it was okay giving your phone number out so they could call, 'cause it was real business stuff or something real issues that people had. But now the issues I get. somebody, I really need to talk to you. I can't talk to you over the phone. I can't email. I need to talk to you. Okay, I send them my phone number. They call me. Um, what color do you think this is? Do you think this color shirt matches this matches the color of my logo? Why do I care? I don't. You can see me how I dress. I don't care nothing about the colors matching anything. But that's the stuff that I'm getting, or people are asking me questions like that, and I be wanting to tell them, man, I don't care. Get your girlfriend or ask your sister or somebody. I don't care about the colors matching. But that's the questions that people are asking. And the thing that we see a lot is about the insurance. Uh, the insurance agent works for you. So if you got questions about the insurance, or you don't understand what all the insurance mean, well, you go to your agent because you're paying your agent, and you sit down and let them explain it line by line what each thing means in your insurance policy, and let them educate you. Same thing with CPAs. Uh, if you got a question about some terminology, or you got questions about some entity like LLCs, S corps, and all that, if you got questions about that, um, go sit and talk to your CPA. Because what happened, you're a small business owner, and a small business owner, you can't be like Intel and IBM who have CPAs and insurance agents that work strictly for them. So they go out and they hire people who are CPAs and insurance people, and all they do is work within their house. As a small business owner, you can't afford to pay somebody on payroll just to do your accounting. So what you have a team that you acquire together. So you have your CPA team, your CPA, they're on your team. You have your insurance agent, they're on your team. This is your network team that you bring in to do business with your business. So they're just like outsourcing, and so they actually work for you. So if you got a question, you no, they might charge you an hour for an hour time. Most of the time, maybe $100, maybe $120. You go there and you sit down and let them explain to you how to do things. Don't take my advice, because all the state laws are totally different. The laws that regulates the LLCs and S corps in California is totally different than the ones in North Carolina. Totally different than the ones in Vegas. Totally different than the ones in Delaware. So you need to go sit down to wherever you're registered at. You need to go talk to that CPA. Don't take what Mike Sneed say and say I'm going to go do it, because you'll get yourself in trouble. But go talk to your CPA and go talk to your insurance agent and let them explain it to you. And it's not, when you go there, it's not like you taking a test and they're gonna think something is that you don't know what you're talking about, because they're on your team, and you hire people on your team that are smarter than you are. You don't want to be the smartest person on your team. If you're the smartest person on your team, then you got some problems, because you're gonna be pulling everybody along. I want to hire people who are smarter than I am, especially in areas that I'm weak at. So you want to, and they know that when you hire them, that you're bringing them on to give you expert advice and to actually fill in the gaps where you might be weak. So you go there and you have them put it in layman's terms where you can understand it, and then from there, let them educate you. That's how I learned all this stuff, is from talking to my CPA, talking to the insurance agents, and what happened there actually educate you where you actually know. So you don't have to go there and thinking, okay, if I don't know, they're gonna get over on me and this and that. No, they there to work with you, because y'all are a team now. Now, if you're picking a CPA, make sure you get a CPA that does small businesses. If your CPA, only thing they do is W-2s and do people tax returns like that, and don't do anything with small businesses, you're gonna have to go seek out a CPA that works with small businesses. And from there, they actually know how to do the things that I was telling you about making distributions or dividend payments and all that stuff. They know that. But somebody, all they do is a little bit of bookkeeping and do W-2s. They're not gonna be adverse on what's going on. So you want to get somebody who deals with a bunch of small businesses. And like I say, because now you're an entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur. You have to start hanging around other entrepreneurs. And when you do that, your network, you'll find the CPAs, and then those other entrepreneurs, they'll teach you stuff too, and that's how your network start to grow. Same thing with these third party warranty companies. The third party warranty companies, you all are doing a joint venture. You are not working for them. And so it's not like you got a job. So all this stuff where you want me to actually look over your application, you want to send me your application, read over it before you hand it in. There's no need to do that. There's not no job application, and this is not no test grade that you're gonna get for school. You're gonna fail or pass. You fill it out and send it to them, and if they got any questions, they'll send it back. It ain't gonna be something like a job. It ain't something like you sending a job application. They're gonna take it and throw it away and not gonna call you. It's not like that. It's not like that. You're in a field that has a high demand. That's in a high demand, and what they're really they're not what they're caring about. If do you have the right coverage, do you have the right insurance and stuff, that if something goes wrong, that you are protecting them against any risk that anything goes wrong. Now if you're a terrible company and this and that, the marketplace will weed you out there. But it's not something like you going to look for a job and all that. You want me to go through and proofread your application. There's no need for all that. Just turn your application in, and if you got any questions, they're the third party warranty company. They'll call you back, and they'll help you fill it out and get it anything that's missing. Same thing when you get with these third party warranty companies. I don't see why y'all are afraid to tell them that you don't know how to fill out the invoicing. Just call them up and say, "Hey, show me how do you invoice, how you order your parts," because you're new to their company and their structure. So y'all, it's almost like you all have gotten a job that the way a lot of you all are approaching it. Y'all sent y'all resume in to be a electrical engineer and haven't graduated and lied and said you graduated from engineering school. You got the job. Now you don't want your coworkers to know that you don't know what you're doing. It's not like that. You're doing a joint venture, and you're going into their platform, and you want them to show you how to actually done. Let me turn this refrigerator off. I got one refrigerator fan that's going off. Hold on. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. So you all are afraid to tell them that you don't know how to fill out the invoice and you don't know how to order the parts. They don't care. That's what they're there for. That's what your rep is there for, to actually go there and show you how to use their actual platform. The other thing too, if I saw somebody wanted to they told them they want to give them $85 an hour, but they'll give them $75 an hour. That's no problem. You just manipulate. If they won't give you $85 per hour, and I told you you charge them 1.5 hours for all the repairs, because you want to keep your repairs up under $250. Well, you find other ways to add up your repairs so it'll be 250. Just instead of being an hour and a half, just charge them 1 and 3/4 hours. Charge them for gas or auto service. You got to find some way to put your numbers in, and that's what entrepreneurs do. You find other ways to get your money in, and because you need that money is something you gotta get that price in. You gotta get that 250 in for your business to be profitable. You can go up under that 250 and take less. All is going to happen. Your business is going to go under. And the third party warranty companies, they know that. They know how many businesses turn over in their network. So they're betting that you are going to go under, and then they have somebody else coming in. That's why they always recruiting. So you just keep it at your 250. However, you have to get it at 250. You keep it at 250. It ain't something where they're gonna get mad and smack your hand and stuff. Now, sometimes when they bring somebody else in that's doing it for cheaper, yeah, your call volume will slow down. Who cares? It's so much work out here. Sometimes, like right now, I'm waiting for it to slow down because I need to get a break. If you look back here, look at all the parts. Parts are now filled. I got this whole place filled up with parts. I'm waiting for it to slow down and waiting for some of these parts to start coming in. So you'll want those little breaks, and then when it does start to slow down, now you got time to actually start filling in some CODs and stuff like that, and start doing some marketing. If all your time is consumed with doing third party warranty, doing and they got your whole schedule, you don't have time to actually work on marketing, bringing those CODs. So when it slows down, now you got time to go do this stuff, work on your business and do your marketing. And if you follow the five banking account system, you ain't gonna be able to tell a difference if they slow down, start giving you calls, because your money is built up enough where you can ride it out 3 to 6 months. By that time it's turned around, or you got a marketing um, activity going on that's gonna bump your calls back up. So that's how you play those games, and that's how you got to start thinking like a business owner. I know it's hard because all your life you've been punished if you make them if you get something wrong or make a mistake, you got punished for it. But as entrepreneurs and business owners, we don't look at stuff as being a mistake. We look at it as a lesson learned. I learned a lesson. If you learn something from it, then it was a success. You learned something. Um, but if you look at it as everything you fail, yeah, you're gonna be disappointed all the time. You learn something from that service call. If you go out there and you misdiagnose the problem, but because you thought it was one thing, but then the appliance, it was just something strange that normally don't happen. You don't keep beating yourself up. Say, man, I misdiagnosed. You learn. You say, okay, I saw that. Next time I see it, I know that I know what's going on. So you learn something from that experience. So if you learn something from it, then you good. It's not that you got it right or wrong. It's about learning and constantly progressing all the time. So we're gonna read a couple of the questions we got going on. Hey, G Brown, how you doing? Girly Girl Appliance. Sean C. King K. Mike, how are you? ABC family. All right. Untamed Kango Kevin. Shimano 5 line. Because we don't read. Hey, how you doing? Marvin Ware. Hey, Mike. When are you putting the how to add a sub on the courses? That'll be coming up too before the end of the year. How to add subs. Girl appliance. How did the people like the popcorn? That's why I'm tired now because every time we got ready to stop, we had more people coming up, more people coming up. So today and even tomorrow, I'm just giving it like I done my ice cream. I just give it out. So I'm giving it out to people free and letting them taste it, and they telling us what they think. And then next week we'll start selling it. So I'm gonna get the three flavors down, and then once I get those three flavors down, we'll start putting it into the stores. But yeah, everybody liked it. People came back and was getting bags to take home to their kids and stuff. So okay. King K, good idea, Mike. I got 2 sets to work on and get. So yeah, Black Friday. I'm gonna do a Black Friday sale. So Black Friday is a good time because ain't nowhere else you're gonna be getting no appliances. So Black Friday be a good time to run your appliance sale. 89 Dr. Funk. Hey Mike, did that trailer come with the popcorn equipment? Yeah, it did. The trailer came with the popcorn equipment. So I paid $6,500 for all of that equipment. And if you look at anything with kettle corn, the kettle corn poppers where you have to like that one's an automatic stir where I don't have to stir. Well, most of the people they have like a boat paddle and they have to stir the popcorn, and then they have to wear this like long sleeve shirts and a mask and gloves because when the popcorn start popping, it'll pop hot grease and stuff on you. That one doesn't do it, and so just the ones where you got the old ones you got to do with your hands. Those are $3,000 just for the popper, and then you have what we call a shifting table. And the shifting table, you dump the popcorn on top of the table, and you have to take your hand and shift it around. Those are like $1,000, and that's just for those two pieces of equipment. So I got an automatic shifting table. I got the popcorn popper, um, for and I got the trailer. I got the tent. I got the tent that says no kettle corn and all that. I got all the everything you need, all the accessories and everything. And the guy came and trained me for for a whole day on how to pop popcorn. I got all that for $6,500, and with that, with a kettle corn, you can go out to on Saturdays to any little festival and make about $1,000. So I think it's something great. Uh, uh, if you got some young kids as teenagers, instead of going out telling them to go to McDonald's and Burger King when they become teenagers, um, just what's it called? Buy you a kettle corn machine like that, and you can let them or her go out to the different festivals on the weekend. Let them make a couple of $1,000s, and they'll learn entrepreneurship. They'll learn how to interact with the customers. They'll learn all of that stuff, and just send them out to the little festivals and send them out to the little farmers market, or just find them a little storefront they can go into. Not rent a building, but like you can go on a main street and just say, hey, on Saturday morning, can my kids come out here to this little parking spot right here and set up the popcorn popper? I'll pay you $200, right in front of the barber shop or whatever like that, and let them make them make $500-$700 after they net after they don't pay to rent the spot and whatnot, and come on back home. And that's the way we gotta start thinking, because that's what everybody else is doing. They're sending their kids out to the farmers market and stuff, letting them work for themselves. And ain't nobody going McDonald's and Burger King, because you got the adults at McDonald's and Burger King begging for $15 an hour. So now you got to find something for your kids to do. But if you do that, start buying little small businesses like that, and that's a good business too, because it's not like a regular. You make just as much as you would on a food truck, but because it's popcorn, it goes back into the Department of Agriculture. You don't have to go up under the health department. So the Department of Agriculture supplies that. So you don't have to do all the stuff that the restaurants and stuff have to do. And with that, I can actually I can ship the popcorn now. So we're gonna have our places. If somebody wants to get some, we'll be able to ship it out to you. So we're gonna be doing that in the next couple of weeks too. All right. All right. Hey, how you doing, Swan, apparently. Oh, by Sam. Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while, Sam. Maurice Johnson. How you doing? My apps. See that key. I literally just called him the other day. Thanks for showing love, though. Okay, no problem. Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Um, Wild Williams. Hey, how you doing? Quentin Hodge. Hey, how you doing? Lewis T. Hey, Uncle Mike. Just sent my first two appointments. Oh, just sent your first two appointments for Saturday morning. Congratulations. Tommy Harris, what's up? Still killing it. Don't think I'm ever going to get any sleep. Hey, I feel you on that. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Last night I couldn't sleep. I was like a kid at Christmas time. My wife said, "What?" My wife even asked me this morning, said, "What was you dreaming about? Who was you dreaming about? You jumped up in the middle of sleep at night, about 2 a.m. You jumped up, and what happened? I was excited because we were setting up the the popcorn popper and all that. That's how excited you are when you starting your business. And I know how if he just set up his two appointments and he's going on his first two calls this weekend, he can barely sleep. He's so excited that you got a new business coming up and getting ready to go to work. And you want to see how it's gonna operate. And like I say, I couldn't even sleep last night. I'm paying for it right now, but I was just that excited about it. And so I know that feeling. If he got his first two calls coming up, it's the best feeling in the world when you start putting a business together and you see it start to come around, and especially when you start getting those checks and start making money. Best feeling ever. Okay. Lewis T, that's a good problem to have. Okay, Quentin Hodge. And you still have the state equipment. Yeah, I got the state equipment. I ain't speaking too much because people listen, but I'm actually gonna put it into I'm gonna put this into a storefront. So what I'm doing now, I'm actually working on my flavors, working on getting the letting people taste it, and getting the name out there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the stuff I got from the state. I'm gonna take that into the storefront. So the stuff I have here now, I got it outside. It's a mobile one. So what we're gonna do during the summertime and the spring, when the festivals and stuff open back up, I'm gonna be able to take that trailer and we're gonna take our ice cream and our popcorn and we're gonna go to festivals and stuff. So we have the store operating, and then we'll have another crew going out to the festivals and stuff, doing those things. Going out to the football games. I like the tailgate. So at my tailgate spot, I have it set up where we have popcorn and ice cream where people can purchase, start paying some of this, making this money back that we spend on tailgating and whatnot. We'll let the kids and stuff. I'll take that up there. My friends and even my kids, they're in college at A&T. So I'll take the stuff up there, and while we at the football game and stuff, I let them work and make them some money while they there. So we rent like several parking spots for our tailgate. So I take that stuff up there to the football game, and I set it up, and they can make them $500-600 during the football game and stuff, and make them a little extra money right there at our tailgate. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of people uh, going in. Okay. Tommy Harris starting a t-shirt business for my kids. That's good, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Man, that trailer alone is a great deal. Yeah, it was. When he told me, he told me that he was bring the equipment. I said, okay, that's good. I was gonna buy it for the equipment, but then he told me the trailer was coming with it. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely buying it. And then when he brought the trailer here, when he opened it up, I saw he had everything in there. I said, man, I got a steal for this. So it was great. uh, Ma, Ma, what are you killing me? Who do you think you're fooling that you're going to make $1,000 on kettle corn on the weekend when the bags are 1, 3, and 5? Nah, the bags ain't 1, 3, and 5. The bags you have a $4 bag, and then you don't really do the small bags. You want to do medium or large. So you do a $4, or you do a $8. So that's what you do. It's $4 and $8. It's just like ice cream. People told me that about ice cream. You ain't gonna make no money uh, selling no ice cream. Uh, and people don't realize, like I say, you can make a couple of $100 a day in a small town like this selling ice cream. When it's Saturdays and stuff, you make $1,000. If don't believe me, just go look up kettle corn business and see how many people making $1,000 a day on Saturdays selling kettle corn. It don't take much. How many people do you think you have to have to come through to make $1,000? It don't take much. It don't take much. And that's the thing. I'm talking about thinking like an entrepreneur and a business owner. It don't take much to people to come through. It don't take much for people to come through and make your money. You go set up at a festival, and that's the thing too. You don't go set up at no festival where they got 10 people going there. That's a cookout. But most festivals, you're gonna have somewhere between 500 to 2,500. Most of the time, people tell you don't go to one of them. Ain't got more than 2,500 people going to be walking through there. If you got 2,500 people walking through there, go look at the kettle corn people and see how far the line is backed up. No, this is not something I just fly by night and looked at and said, "Oh, I'm going to do it." This is something I researched. What I want to do, I want to get to the point where I can put a nice restaurant. We don't have a nice African American restaurant almost nowhere now. It's crazy. I don't care what's you can. I have people come down here to appliance boot camp. A lot of people say, I want a good soul food restaurant. We in the South. I want a good soul food restaurant, and you ain't got none. You can in the South, you don't have any that you can tell them that's African American owned, and there's none. There's none here. None. So in order for me to get to the point where I can open up a real nice African American restaurant where the families can come and eat, and something that you'll be proud of to come visit. Something like what smoked turkey leg or whatever they got down there in Houston. First, I gotta learn the retail and the, and the food industry. So I'm doing something with ice cream and doing something with popcorn to actually get the feel of how this thing operates. And then once I can learn this the food service industry from this entry point, later on in about 5 or 10 years, I might be able to open up a nice restaurant that people would love. And we right here off of 95, major interstate come right through here. And we're in the middle of the United States. So from the top to the bottom, we dead in the middle. So it could be something that could really work. But first, I gotta start from the basics to go. And yeah, you make money. You make money. People, that's the thing too. We because we don't get to see the business part of it. We don't know how much money people making. You got guys that you at the corner store in just about any African American neighborhood. You got guys down there selling loosely cigarettes. You go to the you go to the store and they bust open a pack of cigarettes and sell you one cigarette all day, and make several $100s doing that. So you're gonna say you can't make that selling kettle corn? Yeah, you can make it selling kettle corn. 3, 5, 10, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. Uh, thanks, Uncle Mike. Oh, I hope I motivate the guy from California to get on the ball. Maybe. Oh, just got second quality award, $500 bonus. Congratulations, Tommy. Congratulations. Yeah, nobody said nothing for no dollar, no more. uh, oh, there's nothing wrong with trolls. Believe it or not, I really don't think he's trolling. I think that's what people think. That's what people think. That's what people think. People, honest, I still have people ask me. The main question people ask me every day is how's the ice cream parlor doing? You gonna be able to make it till till the spring, till the summer? And I, and I just want to tell them, man, the ice cream parlor, I'm kicking butt with the ice cream parlor. And they thinking because it's wintertime, people ain't they think fell off. I'm kicking the ice cream parlor is kicking butt. And the thing about it, it's a cash business. So it's not like a appliance repair business. It's nothing like a appliance repair business. Let me say that. But it's a steady business that's steady, that doesn't require you a lot of hands on. And so with that, it goes. And if you think, go look at somebody, just look at it, just go to YouTube and look at everybody who got an ice cream parlor business. Uh, Go to YouTube and just type in kettle corn business and see what people are telling you. See what people are telling you. And the thing about it, it's something that everybody can buy. It's not like a Morton Steakhouse. You can't go to Morton Steakhouse, but I don't care if it's economy good or bad. People can, if it's a bad economy, people say, "Well, I can't afford to take her to Ruth Chris, but I ride out and get her some homemade ice cream." Same thing. I ride out and get some popcorn for her. That's something that everybody can get. So it's recession proof also. Okay. Hey, now, Dr. Funk. What site do you go on to get that equipment? Um, it's not really a site. It's a guy I found on YouTube. He's an older man, and him and I actually might be working something out. They actually make the equipment, and he's actually looking to see if he can mass produce it. If he can mass produce them, then we're gonna whatchamacall. If it works out the way I got verified, I've looked at what everybody said that it's supposed to do, but I'm gonna verify. Once I verify that it does, that you can make those numbers, and from what I saw today, I should be able to make those numbers. Once I verify that, then I'm gonna put the course together, and I'll give out his information, and he gotta let me know if he can mass produce that equipment. And he's gonna, and the same way he gave it to me, that's the way he's gonna give it to you all. And he'll come out and give you all training. He give you 1 day training on how to actually pop the popcorn and all that. And his flavors, how to do his flavors. He's been doing it over 20 years. So it's a guy, him and his brother-in-law comes out and do it. And they do, they go to the bowling alley. They bowl on Saturday. That's all they do. They go to the bowling alley and pop popcorn and make $700 every Saturday. But he's up in Wisconsin. So during the winter times, they put it up, and they don't do anything. But during the summer, they like to bowl, so they go out there and they set up in the parking lot in the bowling alley, make $1,000 to $700 selling popcorn. And most people go work 40 hours a week, and get $600, and then get mad because I tell them you can sell popcorn on on Saturday and make $1,000 in about 8 hours, and people don't believe it. And that would make me mad too, and I wouldn't believe I wouldn't want to believe it either if I knew I had to go work somewhere for 40 hours a week and don't get $600, and this guy shows up with less than $50 worth of equipment. Not a total investment, but after you make the total investment, you show up with about $50 worth of popcorn, seeds, oil, and salt, and he gonna out earn you in a couple in 1 day, and then you know done in a whole week. That include engineers. He don't out earn you and selling popcorn, and yeah, I'll be mad too. I would be mad too, and I wouldn't want to believe it. I convinced myself it can't be done. I convinced myself it can't be done. Valley Vibes. I know how to read the schematics. I just need hands-on experience. Well, that's what you follow the blueprint. You get the hands-on experience by going out and working with the third-party warranty companies. That's where your hands-on experience come in at. Once again, let me tell you all, the reason why I say go out and get the third-party warranty contract and do only 1 to 2 calls per day, that's where you get your hands-on experience. You don't want to come work for nobody and make no $10 an hour. Go out there and make $85 an hour. Learning how to fix with the third-party warranty company. The third-party warranty company, they have your protection and the customer protection. So if you go out there and misdiagnose something, fine, just call the third-party warranty company. Say I need this part right here, and the customer don't have to pay anymore. You're covered. It's gonna take you longer because you don't know what you're doing, but you'll actually learn that way. That's how you learn. That's how you learn. You gotta get out of your mindset that you gotta get out here and learn and test the market. You saw me out there popping the video I done pop. I don't know how to pop no popcorn, make caramel popcorn and this and that. But I test it out. I get out there and I do it. I ain't going to no school and going to go pay somebody. I ain't gonna go. I damn sure ain't gonna go work in nobody store popping popcorn. So I do that. I say okay. I spend $25, $30 giving it away to people and let them tell me what it tastes like. If they like it, they'll be back tomorrow and to buy it. If they don't like it, then they can tell me what was wrong and I can improve on it. But that's how you got to do it. That's how you learn. Like me, like my houses that I'm doing. I ain't gonna go work for nobody and say I'm gonna go work for a carpenter so I can learn how to remodel houses. No, I'm gonna take my houses and practice on them, and I practice on my houses, and the first house ain't gonna be no parade of homes, but by the time I get to the 10th or 11th house that I'm doing, we'll be very good. My crew will be very good. It's at the point now where people want to hire the crew. And so they're coming along. But that's how you learn, and that's how our grandfathers and them learned. They didn't go to no schools or nothing like that. They went. If grandma's car was broken, granddaddy went there and tried to fix it. He couldn't read, but he could think. You all can read, but you can't think. The whole thing of thinking has been removed from y'all. Has just been removed. This is the main thing I get. Somebody say, I got my first service call. I said, what is it? It's a wash machine. It's leaking water. What's wrong with it? Just turn it on, and wherever the water is leaking from, that's where the problem is at. Just thinking, it's leaking water. Just get you a flashlight and look and see where the water is coming from. That's easy to find. But what happened? Your mind won't allow you to think. You want somebody to give you everything. You want somebody to I don't know what it is where we can't think. And like I say, your grandparents and stuff, they couldn't read, but they could think. They could look at stuff and figure out. They could if something's rattling, if you hear something's rattling, somebody tell me that something's rattling. But look and see what it is. If you see what's broken, that's the part you ordered. What's the name of that part? I don't know the name of the part. Who cares what the name of the part? They made it so simple for you. Just go on Sears. It's a number. You can count. You see that number 9? Well, who cares what the name of the part is? You see number 9. You see the part number. You order it. But I need to know all the part. You don't need to know all the parts. That's number 9. I need number 9 and go. And you even give you a picture of it. So you got to learn how to think. You got to learn how to think. Okay. My apps. At the hands-on, will we be able to work on front-load wash machine? Is there an option to get seal system lessons? Yeah, at the hands-on, we do have a front-load wash machine that you'll work on, and you're gonna get introduced into the seal system also. And if you bought the course, you get the online seal system. Mike Cameron, what's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing? Now, I'm going to tell you one time again. When you come to the hands-on, and when you take the course, it's not going to make you no super tech. All it does is get your confidence up. How are you going to become a super tech? You're going to have to go out there and start doing service calls. The more service calls you do, that's how you actually learn. You learn in the field. But for you all who confidence is just so low where you need a confidence builder, that's all the hands-on does. The hands-on is just get your confidence. You're going to learn out there in the field. So it's just a confidence booster. And then you're going out there in the field, and that's how you learn. And if you were to go work at Sears and stuff, they ain't going to send you no school for no 3 years and all that. You're going to ride with somebody for maybe a day or two to learn how to use their software, their computer. And then after that, you're in a truck on your own. You're going to learn out there in the field. Same way you're going to have to learn on your own here. Girly girl, okay. People love ice cream in the winter. Yeah. Karina, okay. Greetings, Mr. Mike and ABC fam. Are the grandfather end members safe? Meaning, are you revamping your lessons and add more? Yeah, you still got access. You got access forever. You got access forever. Okay. Yeah, Sam. Every ice cream shop in this area stay busy year round. Yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gregory Sneed. I wonder if we in the kin. Spell it the same way too. Selling ice cream is a good business. Me and my older brother did it for years. Did it years ago. We were the first in our neighborhood back in Queens, New York. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Selling ice cream. People don't think there's no money in it. Same thing with the popcorn. The popcorn, the same thing. Hey, how you doing, DCNL? All right. All right. Hey Mike, that's called hustling backwards. When you earn 1,000 a day, as earning 640 hours a week. Yeah, it is. It is. But I think about it. I've done that. I done that as an engineer. As an engineer, I was making like $800 a week, and And I'll be honest, I thought it was a lot of money. I was bringing home about $800 a week, and that's been 15, 20 years ago. And I thought it was a lot of money at that time, but it wasn't enough money to support me and my family. Because at that point in time, my wife had to work because we needed her paycheck. She had to work, and it wasn't no whole lot of going out to Applebee's and all that for lunch and stuff either. You had to take your lunch. You had to look at all the money where it was going. At that time, we had daycare, and all that stuff, and it just and it wasn't enough money. I started doing appliance repair. I had I had checks. You all can attest to this. I started doing appliance repair. It got to a point where I didn't have time to go to the bank. At this was before, like now, people like now. I got checks. I can just take a picture with my phone and I deposit them. So I do that before what's it called? I go online. But back in the days, you had to go. Yeah, I had a stack of checks like this, and I would have to go to the bank, and they had two lines. They had the line for for business owners, and then they had lines for the regular people. You get in the business owner line, and you have to wait there. You had to go there, and you had everybody with all these checks, and you had to fill out a register. It was like a deposit slip. You had to add up all those checks and stuff. Then they go through and add them all up. It was a hassle, and during that time, when nobody had no credit cards, so everybody was paying with checks. And I mean, you would go there with 50 checks. Matter of fact, that's what the limit used to be. It used to be when they first done it, where you could start depositing the checks in the ATM. It was a limit up to 50, and I would have to make 3 or 4 different deposits. You have 50 deposits. I do 50. I have to wait, stack them back in, do 50. Halfway through 50, one of them's turned the wrong way or it's bent. It kicked all of them out. It was a hassle, and it got to the point where it was just a hassle to go to the bank and to put your money in. And that was with the engineer. I knew when I got paid. I knew what time the money. When I was an engineer, I knew what time the direct deposit went in at that night, and you went and looked at it. And sometimes the director, you needed the gas. Honest to God, sometimes as an engineer, direct deposit. I can't remember now, but it went in like Thursday night at some time, and you needed the money so bad, you'd be at the ATM waiting for it to go in so you can get gas, so you can have work gas to go to work in the morning. So I would go there and wait for the right when I knew that the ATM the money was gonna go in. I would then go and fill up my wife's car with gas so she could have gas the next morning. That's how broke you were as an engineer. 2 college graduates dead broke, and then we got to the point. And Lord help if you was late picking up your child from daycare and they add 25, $30 to it. That just it just threw your budget out the way. And then went to start doing appliance repair. And people say the same thing he just said about the popcorn. Ain't nobody gonna pay you no money repairing no appliances. They go buy a new one before they pay you that money. But anyway, I went to appliance repair. I could pay for my kids to go to private school. I was paying more for my daughter to do cheerleading than I did. I was paying more for my daughter to do cheerleading than it was for her to go to daycare. Cheerleading, it was like she was on a travel cheerleading team. It was like $300 or $400 a month just to be on the team. Then you had to pay for like tumbling lessons. You had to pay for stretching lessons. Then she was a bass. So then you had to pay for the bass lessons. You had to pay for the dance lessons, and then you had to travel every weekend. So we went all across the United States. Every weekend we were flying or going somewhere to go cheer. And then once you got there, it was like $80 per person to go in, and that's a Saturday and a Sunday. So it'd be like my wife, my son, and me, 4 people. It'd be like $300 Saturday for us to go in for 15 minutes, for them to cheer for 15 minutes. And then Sunday we'll go back again another 3. We done that, and it didn't hurt me not one bit as an appliance repair person. But Lord help, you couldn't do none of that with if I was an engineer. Okay, let's see. Okay. First class. What's up, Mike ABC fan? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Grandpa had skills without school. Yeah, they had common sense and they would think. DCNL said he'll hire you. He got $10 if somebody wants to come work. Okay. Slick said a couple of years ago he learned that his grandfather had several businesses, changed his life. Okay, way to go. OTS, on the job training people. There you go. Norfolk Appliance Repair. Mike, spitting facts. Just follow the blue. Yeah. What's up, fam? Top authority. The most underrated thing about doing this job is the people you meet. Yeah, it is. That's a wonderful thing. The people you meet and the conversations that you have. Sometimes I have to actually cut my I have to actually cut the conversation short so I can get to the next stop. Because if you don't, it'll mess your day up, and you'll be behind the rest of the day. So you have to kind of move them along as you're doing your work. Yeah, there you go. All the time, you'll get to these people houses, and like I told you, you top authority, the most under. He said one of his customers hooked him up so much business information. He told him he saw a lot of stuff. Yeah, like I say, my old business partner Abdul, I met him. I was going to his house fixing stuff. But yeah, you ran into so many entrepreneurs, and we always one question I never asked the entrepreneur, where did you go to school? Nobody never. I don't even know if they even went to school, but when I was in corporate America, that was the first thing everybody asked. Where you go to school at? Where you go to school at? But when I became an entrepreneur, nobody never asked me where I went to school. Now I think about nobody. I go to meetings every day with millionaires and stuff, and nobody's never asked me where I went to school. I never asked them where they went to school, but everybody want to know. They want to know your story. Well, how did you get in business? How did you start doing this? That's what they care about, your story and your journey and how you got there. They don't want to. Nobody wants to hear. Nobody tells you, "Oh, I made this amount of money." They want to tell you about the heartaches, and you like hearing that because then you know you're on the right track. When they start telling, "Yeah, I got started, I lost everything, and then I done this, and then I met this person, and they gave me a little bit of information I got here," and that's the stuff you want to hear. Some people just find it's so hard to shake the slave employee mentality. Uh, Two will labor in the field, one be fed through the enlightenment, the other will be remain a servant. Yeah, it will. It will. It does. But I don't, society has ingrained in them and that they have to do it. That they have to do it. That they and I don't know. I just don't think it. I don't know what's going to change them. I don't because there's no jobs out there. If we want to get serious about this thing, there aren't any jobs out there for these people when they go into college and stuff. But people don't realize that. I had a conversation with my mom the other day. um, we're talking about the people that getting all these student loans, going to universities, and getting out can't find no work. And what she was like, well, back in the days, when my dad always say, well, back in the days, these guys don't want to work because back in the days you can go anywhere and get a job. Now, I'm trying to explain to them, you have to think in consideration. Now, when my grandparents and them came along, my granddaddy, the United States was made for for really just white men to work. It wasn't made for no white woman to work. The white women weren't supposed to have no job. Black people were supposed to do the domestic stuff for white people while they went out and earned a living. Okay, so black women weren't supposed to have no jobs, and black men weren't supposed to be working in here. We're supposed to be taking care of their domestic stuff while they went out into the industry. So now you come along where black men first entered the workforce. So when black men entered the workforce, at that point in time, you had the Industrial Revolution. So they needed a lot more people to actually do that, to come out and do the labor in the Industrial Revolution. That's why they wanted slavery over with. It wasn't because they were bad about the inhumane situation of slavery. It was because the North, they were going through the Industrial Revolution, and they wanted those slaves to come up there and work in those factories and they wanted the same benefits as the southern plantation people were getting, and the northern people said, no, we can't do that. So they told the people in the south they got to let those people go, because if you bring them up here, you're gonna kill the economy for these white people that's up here working. They ain't gonna have no jobs, because everybody's gonna hire slaves to get slave labor. So that's why the slavery was done, is because the North wanted the same labor for the Industrial Revolution as they did. So you're going through the Industrial Revolution. So with that, you needed more men to actually work. So then the blacks were able, after slavery, they were able to go up north and go into those factories and stuff and work. The Great Migration and whatnot. Then you come around now to where now the women came out. You had the white women going out working into the workforce. You had the black women coming to working into the workforce. And now you got the point where you got all these other immigrants coming in. You got illegals coming in, putting a strain on the workforce. There's not enough jobs. And now you got technology who's came in and to cut out all these jobs. So now you got all these people looking for work to do with no work, and they just sitting around. So now you got to find and I was telling my mom, you got to find something for people to do. So if you go to you either going to take some people and lock them up and put them in prison, and take them out the workforce, and then give the other people jobs watching them in prison, and that creates some work for those people in those areas, and they put the prisons mostly in the Republican areas, so they can keep their money going. Then now that the hustle is putting people on dialysis. So you take all the poor people, and so if you go to the doctor, you can go to the doctor for a stomach ache, and they're putting you on dialysis. You go on to dialysis now. You can't go to work because your job now is going to dialysis 3 or 4 times a week. And now people got jobs hooking you up to the dialysis machine. And now once you go on the dialysis machine, now you got all this other stuff. You got when you're not on dialysis, you going over and getting checked out by this doctor and that. They keeping everybody on the carousel, going to all the doctors and stuff. And that's how they doing it. That's how they doing it. And you come out and you say, well, I can't get a job. There's no job for you to get. There's no job for you to get. So you better learn how to create your own little job in these little small pockets if you want to make it. There ain't no such thing. I'm going to college. I'm going to go out and get a job afterwards. There ain't no job to have. There ain't no job out here to have, and we ain't realized that yet. So that's the thing where you see me doing all these little pocket things that anybody can do that don't require a lot of money, don't require a lot of investment, and they generate you $500 to $1,000 per day. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing this stuff. It's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it. And you want to learn all these little things that you can actually earn a living and get them to your kids, because your kids then gonna have to start realize that they gotta start creating their own jobs. They gotta be producers. There's no longer believe it or not, this entertainment stuff. We're on the back end of this stuff too. This stuff is going out. People getting to the point where they tired of it. They tired of the basketball. They tired of they don't realize they can make it without it. They they're on the back end with the basketball, football. You ain't gonna be able to do that anymore. All that stuff now, people getting tired of it. And it's coming to an end. So you gonna have to start being able to produce something. And you got to start acquiring these assets so you can do something while they cheap. Right now, these little small towns they giving them away. They giving them away because nobody knows what they want to do with it. Nobody knows what they want to do with it. And some stuff is because the internet has automated stuff that you don't have to go to the shopping malls and all that stuff anymore. That's why I've been telling them too. If you build a business and you depend upon foot traffic, you're in trouble. There ain't no foot traffic and nothing anymore. The shopping malls don't even have foot traffic anymore. So you got to create a business that's going to be something like a destination where people just come in there for the experience. It ain't, and you're gonna have to market it. So you can have a business anywhere now. It doesn't matter. Look how many people get on the airplane and go out there to the turkey leg hut just for the experience. No, they ain't depending upon no foot traffic. They're depending on the experience. And you can create the same thing anywhere, and you'll have people coming there to for the experience to actually we're offering. And that's the way things are going now. Okay. All right. Let's see. A couple more minutes. I'm gonna read a couple more. Then I'm getting out here. Kano, some people find it so hard to. Okay. Top authority. I went into his garage and he was working on medical equipment for a hospice center. There you go. That's where they work at. They hooking people up on them left and right. Yeah, you gotta be somewhat street smart too. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mechanical? Red pill in the house. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Kano, you absolutely correct about the Civil War slavery scandal. They were fighting because of economic issue, not humanity issue. North was not fighting for freedom of. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. They didn't care. If you take a poll right now, people only person who upset about slavery is African American people. Everybody else think that slavery done you justice. They think that they rescued you from Africa and made you better off because you here now. You better off here now in the United States than you would have been if they left you in Africa. So they look at it that you got over by coming here, that you hit the lottery ticket. So nobody feels sorry about it. Yeah, everyone has got appliance boot camps made money. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Regardless of what everybody has, if you follow the blueprint, you'll make your money. And the reason you will, because it's something that I do it every day, so I know it works. I know it works. So if you follow it, it's like a cake. If you get the instructions how to bake a cake, it'll come out. It'll come if you follow the instructions. It'll come out right of somewhat very close. Same thing when you follow a business plan. Yeah, yeah. Private prisons are big money. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. If you can, yep. Top authority. Yeah, you can't half-ass it and still make money here. Yep. Okay. Oh, say being I've been CEO since the beginning. If you follow Mike's blueprint with the warranty comes, all you get is straight cash. There you go. As a tradesman, we can look at it like the government. We legal drugs. We always sell. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. You can look at it the same. And that's another thing. I'm constantly trying to find everybody telling me. You hear all these stories about all these people doing the 80s and stuff, making all this money selling drugs. And I want to know what did they do with it if they made it because I personally I don't believe it. I do not believe it that they made the money from the African American community selling drugs because I've been in business for 20 years. I still have yet to make a lot of money in a totally African in a African American community. I have not made any money in the African American community at a large sum. I have not. So they said, no, it was money back then. But then I asked them, I said, but then why was you selling drugs? Oh, we was dirt poor. We ain't have okay, you dirt poor, but now you gonna make $50,000 a day off of people who dirt poor. I just don't see it. I looked at it. I said, you didn't make no money. I said the government needed to get money some way to fund whatever they're doing and their in other worlds. So you had the government on the right who came in and with a large sum of cash. You had the government on the left who came in with the drugs. And instead of them just taking the money, giving it right to the government, they came right here. They found you, gave you the money. You took it over here, bought the drugs. Then from there, you gave the money right back to the government on the left. And the money was just passing through. You saw it come through your hands, but it went back right back out on the other side. But you was none of that money that you could keep. Yeah, you whatchamacall, they gave you a lot more drugs so that you could actually sell some of them off to people and you could use them. But they didn't care about the drugs. They just wanted you to pass the money across, and all you got was a drug addiction. Because if it was money in the drugs, the drugs are still here, and people ain't making the money like the money ain't flowing like it used to be, like they said it is. Everybody saying there ain't no money selling drugs. Well, where it go? People still got the habit more than ever. The government just got out of it. That's all it was. And so I still have yet to meet somebody who tell me they made that money. Now, if I know how much money you can make in doing appliance repair, and with appliance repair, the money that you make doing appliance, it's hard. It is. Even when I was at my worst, at my worst, and early on, it was hard for me to spend all the money that I made in appliance repair. It was hard. When I was doing some of the craziest stuff that you can think of, it was hard for me to spend it. And to the point now where I know what I can do from appliance repair when I'm coming up, and if I ain't making no $40,000-$50,000 no day like they claim they were making. And I can push my weight around in this little town. I can push my weight around because of appliance repair. From the years. Now you're making $40,000-$50,000 a day, and you ain't got no property, and you ain't have no house, and you was all. I just don't see it. Could I go out here now and buy a Lamborghini and all? Yeah, I can make the payments of a Lamborghini. What's about $1,000, $1,500 a month? Yeah, I could do that. I could 2 days at the most. I can out the month. I could work 2 days and make that payment. Could I go out here and buy a gold necklace and walk around with $3,000 or $4,000 in my pocket every day from yeah, I could do that from appliance repair. Yeah, I could do that. But I ain't making no $40,000-$50,000 no month. But appliance repair, I get to keep my money. I keep my money. This money coming in here. I have my houses. I have my property. I have the stuff that I can show where appliance repair money went. I don't see nothing that they have. I don't see nothing that they got where they say they got a lot of money selling drugs. I have yet to see any of those guys that got anything. I have yet to see any of them got anything. You know, I don't see any of it. I don't see any of it. Just don't see any of it. So I tell somebody show me different, I think they lying. They tell me they made all this money selling drugs. I just don't see it. And you rent an apartment now, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. Louis T. So what's your take of appliancevideo.com, Uncle Mike? I haven't looked at it enough, but it should be good. Look at it and see. I haven't looked at it enough to give a comment. Mike, I'm going to pick on you a little bit, brother. Shame on North Carolina for voting for Trump. Yeah. Jose Bean, Mike is a rare individual. No one is 100. Thanks. Glad Sneed is saving my money up for that course right now, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got the payment plan, getting the payment plan. Drug dealers is not a lot of money. They have to work their way up to the ladder just like everyone else. Dealers make money off of white people and black people and everyone in between. All right. Majority of drug dealers make Wendy's or McDonald's money. The ones who stick it out over the years make money, but the risk is high. Legitimate business, you can make money more. Contra wars, yeah. White collar crowd steal millions of dollars and get years. Some charge, yeah. Yeah, I still have yet to see it. I have yet to see it. Even I think about when I was going to when I was coming up, and the supposedly the big drug dealers in my hometown. They didn't have no houses and nothing. They had cars, but they didn't have no houses. And most of them stayed with girlfriends and stuff. Maybe paid the rent and stuff. But they didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing like that. And then they say, well, you couldn't go get no loan. I don't go get no loan. I applies repair. I just pay cash. Wherever they said, if they're making money like that, 2 days they could go pay cash for a house. And if you making that type of money, you can find your accountant or somebody that put your lawyer that put your stuff together to do it. A lawyer A lawyer, the biggest crook it is. The lawyer is the biggest. A lawyer and a politician is the biggest crooks that you can find, and they love money, and they'll find a way to do it. They'll find a way to put your for you to protect your money and protect your assets. I just don't think it was no money in it. Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Some of the money was stolen in the drug bust. I think they tell us that. It won't dare us to start with. It won't dare us to start with because I know it won't dare us to start with. It was owed out. Everybody owe everybody. I talked to a young man 2 weeks ago. I guess I intervened. He was thinking about killing somebody over $300. I said, "You're gonna kill somebody over $300?" That was my last $300. And what happened? One drug dealer gave him some drugs, fronted him some drugs. He cut it off and fronted off somebody else, and the person didn't pay him. So now that person owe him. He thinking about killing him for $300 because the big drug dealer that he got the drugs from now is mad because he ain't paid for the drugs. And the same thing, the drug dealer, whoever low top of him, he owe him the money. And all of them owe each other. It wasn't no money involved. I said, "You gonna kill somebody over $300?" Yeah, it was my last $300. I ain't know what to do. And that's the type of mess that you dealing with. So yeah. Yeah, free Ray Rick Ross. Yeah, like I say, I still wonder about those guys. Uh, I still wonder about them. Like I say, yes, money passed through their. I say money passed through their hands and whatnot. I just don't think they had it like that to do it. I just don't think they had it like that to do it. I just don't think they had it like that to do it. Because now this is the thing to make me mad about that. They done that and destroyed our community. Now they coming back around talking about it, getting money off of it again to about how they destroyed our community. And they should have been ostracized. We shouldn't even let them come back after all that. But we want to hear their stories of how they poisoned us and got us to where we're at now. And like I say, I think a lot of it is just lies. I think a lot of it is just lies when I look at it now, and you don't own anything out of God knows. Uh, our grandparents sold bootleg liquor, and they paid for farms and stuff. A lot of the stuff that we got in our family came from bootlegging. And they were making money doing that because they owned the product. They went out there and planted corn and made it. They owned the product and they were selling it and they kept money. And they was like, that's how a lot of the farms and stuff were funded. You couldn't make no, if you was a sharecropper and stuff, you want nobody making no money sharecropping. You're making money off the bootleg selling the corn, turning the corn into corn liquor. So when you done that, you made money off of it. And they was able to purchase stuff and it's still in a lot of families today. But I don't see anything. I don't see anything those drug dealers got. That I don't know none of them that got anything. Yeah, I think you make a lot more money legally than they do. Now they selling people. Okay, okay. Tom, true that, true that. Okay, the judges are lawyers. Yeah, yeah, not gonna hunt for somebody for $300. But that's what happened when you living. A lot of those people that does that, they not living day by day. They living by them. They living minute by minute. They make irrational decisions because they live in minute by minute. Uh, a lot of us like like now. I live uh, 5 years, 5, 10 years out. So it's something. For me, I know what my life's going to be like for the next 5 to 10 years. So with that, I'm 5 or 10 years out. Nothing major going to happen in my life right now that's going to upset my apple cart. But what happened? They live in 30 minutes to an hour out. For them to come to work, they got to get somebody to keep their kids. So they pay somebody about an hour to keep their kids. So they what's it called? They come to work. They pay this lady to watch their kid. and the lady gonna charge them $40. So they say, okay, I gotta pay this lady $40 to come to work. They come to work, and if they're gonna do some work for me, and it's raining outside, they can't work anymore because man, it's raining. We can't do no work no more. Damn, man, I gotta pay this lady $40. I ain't made enough money to pay her $40. Then that's when they start thinking, I gotta go pick my son up in an hour now. What I'm gonna do? No, I gotta find something to pay this lady, or she ain't gonna keep him tomorrow. And then they start making irrational decisions. Or my car's messing up, but I ain't got the money. I need $60 to fix the brakes on it, and because I can't get 60 hours from you right now, I gotta go figure out where I can go fix my brakes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go pawn something I got in my house and get $60, and hopefully I can work and get it back out next week. I go pawn my TV, or I ain't gonna pay my phone bill. Now my phone cut off. Now I got another problem because now I need to get paid, and you only pay me through Cash App, and now my phone cut off. I can't get my Cash App. So I'm hurt again. So it's all that stuff with life, living at the bottom that hurts that hurts them, where they can't seem like they're always behind the eight ball, always behind the eight ball, and we take for granted. I don't know if I take for granted, but uh, I know my life ain't that hectic. My life ain't that hectic for me. Uh, I, 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 I just know it's been a long time since I've been behind the eight ball. Appliance repair has been good to me and my family. It's been a long time since we've been behind the eight ball. Right now, the biggest concern we have, uh, we getting our house, getting some work done to our house, and my wife ordered these special doors, and the doors been on back order, and they finally coming in, I guess, tomorrow. And my wife wanted to have the stuff done before before the holidays, so that's what I have to hear about. He worried about making $10 to pick up his son. I'm worried about my wife worrying me because she want to get the doors and stuff done before the holidays and stuff. So that's you're worried about. Just getting the doors in. It ain't about paying for it or anything. Just getting them in so she leave, get off your back, and don't have to hear her lip about it no more. Okay. Kana, just feels so good to finally have free time to catch you live. Thanks for the life change course, Mike. Legacy Appliances this and flourishing because no problem, man. Appreciate it. Um, Yeah, that's exactly the truth. The government sitting on the whole loaf and they recycling crumbs. Exactly why the government took that over. No problem. Yeah, that's exactly the truth. Yeah. So we're now at the 9 o'clock time frame. I'm gonna be mindful of young ladies' time. I'm gonna get out here a little early because I'm tired myself. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Like I said, tomorrow the second part on flipping appliances be coming up. Check that out. I'm gonna try to. My goal is to have all of them sold next week. I'm gonna do like a Black Friday sale. Small Business Saturday is what they're calling it here. I'm gonna try to put them out and run a sale and get all of them out and get everything sold there and take that money. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the money yet. One time I thought about donating it and this and that, but I think I'm gonna give it to a good cause myself. So I'm gonna take the money and splurge on myself with it. Because I haven't been able to go on vacation or anything, and I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm a prisoner here and can't go nowhere. So I'm gonna go out and get something and get some type of instant gratification with it. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get something with it. I'm gonna take the money and do something with it. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Really appreciate everything that you all are doing with Appliance Boot Camp. Everything. This right here. Man, this right here for the time that you all have been here, the moves that you all are making, the businesses that you all are doing, the whole conversation. I think this is one of the reasons why the why entertainment is off because nobody it's not it's no longer needed to quiet the masses. Now you all are looking for knowledge and you look at you don't want to be entertained. You want knowledge, and you want to be fed. Right now, the hardest thing right now for me is to find something on YouTube. It used to be a lot of good stuff on YouTube. For some reason now, I wonder if YouTube is shadow banning all the good stuff, and all you get now is a bunch of crazy stuff. You're not getting the good information that you were getting one time, and you have to go really looking for it to find the good information that you were getting. Now it's starting to be too much of this pop culture stuff that's popping that you don't want to look at. And so man, so I'm glad for you all because I have to look at, believe it or not, I look at you all's channels and get my motivation there. I go to the Appliance Boot Camp Facebook and just read the topics there. That's how I get motivated now because there's nobody out here doing anything that's motivating me. I no, I get up. Erica Williams, I love to see what she's doing. I love her channels. JT still putting good stuff out there. I look at those, but right now they the only ones that I see are well, really Erica might be the only one I see that's really building, that's really putting herself out there, really building. Everybody else is not. I don't see them building anything. Is more of a more of info commercial more now. But I like to see people putting themselves out there and actually build. Other than you all, now you all are building, and I love to see that. To see somebody putting their business together and seeing, and they show you the steps, and you following them along, and you start to see y'all getting those checks, and you start to see y'all out there fixing stuff. You start to see how y'all come along as far as technical. You seeing that process. That's the stuff that I love, and that's stuff that motivate me. I don't want to see all this info commercial stuff. I don't. I'm tired of seeing that. I want to see somebody get out there and actually start building something from scratch, putting it together. Uh, start with a concept, put it together. You see them come along with it. You see them get it up and running, and then you say, that's what motivate me. That's what I love. That's what I love. And right now, you all are the only ones really doing it. Even from the big YouTubers and stuff, they're not building anything right now. Right now, a lot of people are playing the YouTube game where they're actually getting money just from the YouTube. They're not going out taking that next step. And I think for us as entrepreneurs, you always got to be ascending up, taking the next step, and because what happens, we become the trailblazers, and we got to go out here, and we get to a certain spot, but once you get to a certain spot, we come back and we tell y'all the cheat code to get to that spot, and by that time I'm tired. Like I said, I'm here now, 48 and getting ready to turn 50. I'm tired. I'm dead tired. But I see the Osei Beans and them coming up in their young 20s and stuff. I see those guys coming. Now those guys, they take it and they go to they supposed to go past me and go to the next level till they get tired, and then they go back and give the cheat code, and we keep ascending up. But this thing where I just go and I don't keep ascending and don't keep pushing. I don't know. I don't know. But once again, thank y'all, man, for everything y'all done. Don't forget your man Walter Washington. Yo, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. WWHVAC. Oh my God, yeah. He does it too. He does it too. Yeah, he puts out great stuff. I was looking at him the other day with the scrap metal stuff. That was great. I love that. I used to give my dad a lot of the scrap metal. That brought I love that. Yeah, WWHVAC, and that's what I'm talking about. You see him building. You saw him come from when he resigned from his job. Same thing. All y'all do resign from his job, start his company, and looking at him put his band together and all that stuff, man. That's the stuff that you love to see. You love to see that. You love to see that, and that stuff, real life. It's hard. It's hard to replace that's real reality TV. It's hard to replace that with just somebody giving you some talking stuff. And you'll never, you know, it's kind of like I hear a lot of people always talking about if Bruce Lee had to fight in the UFC or MMA today, would he get his butt kicked? It's one thing when you see somebody always out there demonstrating this and that and talking about it, but at some point in time, at some point in time, step in the octagon and let's see, let's see you take your skill set, jump out there in the octagon, and let's see you put something else back together. And go ahead. Let us see you do that. Put something to go back out there and build something, so we can actually see how you put it together. And that's what I like to do. I like to see you out there building one and out there in the octagon fighting. I don't want to see you commentating especially when you still at fighting age. Okay, thanks, Mr. Mechanical. Yeah, yeah. All right. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. And I will invest in my bus. I'll give you a 2-week bus vacation to the house. There you go. All right, man. I'll talk to you all, man. I'll see you all on Monday.